I was so angry at what was going on around me, and instead of taking a look inwards, I decided to look outwards at everybody else, and I just think, yeah, I just took it out on everybody else, which is just wrong, really, and my own frustrations with my own career and where I kind of landed, I took shots at everybody else, which is wrong. So obviously I want to apologise for that in the first instance, because that's definitely not me. Obviously one of the biggest remarks I made was about the One Direction thing, and a lot of self-protection, I suppose, in that moment more than anything. The rest of the boys are really stuck by me, and when I needed them most, they kind of came to the rescue. Even Zayn as well, which is why I did send him an thank you online. Actually, it came across really big-headed, didn't it? Wow, it was hard for me to watch back. I think in those moments when you make these videos, you don't realise the impact that your words might have on other people. I mean, looking back on it, the whole podcast was, let's say, a big L, and not in the Liam kind. In fact, it's probably one of those life-changing moments that saved my life in a way, and without it, I wouldn't have. I went through a lot, don't get me wrong, but to actually arrive where I am here today, and where I hope we're going to go forward together, it could be one of those make us or break us. It was tough to read some of the stuff online. I think thick skin's quite fake. No matter what you read, it still hurts. And like I said, a lot of it was warranted, and just people trying to protect the people they're fans of and the people they love and care about. So that's absolutely fine. On cancel culture and things like that, I think cancel culture, funny enough, I think it has the wrong name in a way, because we're always looking for people to change in those moments. We're not looking to completely ostracise them from anything. In the spirit of that, that's why I'm kind of back here today, to show that I do think differently now, and I have had a lot of time to kind of recollect over those moments. The podcast was a whole hour. We could spend all day talking about that, but I suppose you guys have seen enough of it. I've definitely seen enough of it at this point. It was all a bit cringe, wasn't it? After that video was uploaded, I went away for a little bit. I don't know if you noticed. Just to explain that through a little bit, because I definitely want to give a little bit of credit towards the process of doing this as well. I kind of had to go away to kind of get better, let's say. The whole thing up to that point of where it was just to kind of scramble to stay relevant, let's say. Because, I kind of got into this position, and not that I'm not grateful, I absolutely love my life and I love making music now. And that was the most important bit, was going back to the roots of it to find out why it is that I like doing this, why I like making music for you guys. Who am I? What do I actually want to say to you? It's a really privileged position that I'm in right now, and I actually want to make use of it. I kind of came back after that, and then I got to join in with Soccer Aid. Now, that was a nervy time, because it was right in the thick of when the video had been released, right? And I was getting a lot of hate online. There was death threats. There was all sorts of stuff. My biggest worry was actually stepping off the team bus that day, because I was initially sure I was going to get booed. I'd never really been in that position with you guys before. I kind of ruined that moment for myself. To be honest with you, I just kind of got through the game at that point, because it wasn't really about me, let's be honest. It was about saving children around the world, and it was a great opportunity. I'm so glad I got to play in it again this year, which was much better. I really enjoyed that. I'm so thankful for the guys looking after me and kind of coaching me through that, because it was a really tough time to be able to step onto that worldwide stage. There's 80,000 people watching me make a absolute fool of myself trying to play football. And then shortly after that, I got to go to this wonderful place in Louisiana and kind of go and get my head straight. One of the main things that they ask you when you're trying to find out about yourself is like, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? What do you do for fun? I had no idea. I did not know what to answer.